For today's Cyber CEO episode,
content creation is it's a creative process. I felt like, well, I'm the only one that can do it. The nice thing is that I can continue to do more and get more in front of my clients doing that if I have somebody that's able to customize things for my clients. My Cyberbacker will go in and take what is created by me and allow it to be used by more people. She is very good at forward pacing. She always goes above and beyond. That's why I'm saying there's huge leverage in having somebody like Grace in your organization, because you get twice, if not three times as much done by her anticipating the other things that are going to come up with a task.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Kimber, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Yes. First off, would like to thank you for your time. I know you have a lot of things to do. Really appreciate you being here. Now, to start things off, to let you know, we have a lot of listeners who are business owners, just like yourself. So I need your help. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe we can start with, what's your role in the business, Kimber?
Yeah, so my name is Kimber Walton. I'm based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. I am a real estate agent, and I also run a marketing company. I work for 3 locations of a Keller Williams franchises. So 3 different offices running similarly, I guess you could say, as far as the services that we provide real estate agents. So I feel like I just described to you that I wear a lot of hats. I run a few different things, but yeah, that's kind of my background.
Gosh, I can only imagine how busy you are every day. Quite busy.
Yeah.
Now, how about in the real estate world? How long have you been in that business, by the way?
Yeah, so I have been in that business 8 years, a little over 8 years. And so, yeah, gained a lot of knowledge here, and not just how to run a business, but also how to grow one, which is fun.
How about the marketing company that you have?
Yeah, so that's in its early stages, but I guess that's part of my Cyberbacker story, is that I held off on the growth of it because really having support and leverage was a missing piece.
There we go. And now, don't worry, you have your Cyberbacker helping you out, of course, with your business. Now, how do you reintroduce to the idea of virtual leverage and Cyberbacker anyway?
Yeah, so one of my good friends at Keller Williams, his name's 𝗙cie𝗳𝗃𝗶. He runs the franchise, I believe, in Montana, in the state of Montana. And he teaches nationally. So he just, obviously I had my marketing company set up and was spinning my wheels a little bit as far as how I was going to grow that. And then I went to one of his trainings, and he just clearly rolled out, here is a business owner that is set up, that's strong, that knows what they're doing, and has a lot of people to help. And if you don't have the leverage and you don't have it set up, then you can't go be all that you've laid out to be. It's just impossible for one human being to get something off the ground. I think I was very good at setting the vision. And then I thought I had to be the vision and then grow the vision and do the vision. And that's why I was staying where I was at for honestly 18 months, from the time that I said, hey, I want to do this, to when I had Mike here in Utah to train about Cyberbacker, was literally 18 months. And that was just, it was a light bulb moment. And I think I'm a visual learner. So for those that are visual learners, even just seeing the layout of a company and how much more you can do when you see the missing pieces and bridges, it was night and day. It was right in front of my face and I just wasn't seeing it.
There we go. So really the beauty of virtual leverage, again, so you can focus on the things that matter the most in your business for you to grow, and of course your business to grow as well. Now, I'm just assuming here, this is your first time working with someone virtual. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah.
Was it a big change for you? Because I know in any kind of business, usually even before the pandemic, we were kind of used to working with people that we can meet most of the time. Now everything's virtual. So how was the change?
Yeah, so I think a lot of business owners can relate to this, that there's that limiting belief or mindset that no one can do it as well as I can do it,
Sure.
right? And I call it a limiting belief because it truly is. The truth is there are actually people that can do something better than you. So I think back to your question, really the biggest eye opener for virtual leverage was that not only could that person help me, but they had a more structured and organized personality and profile that allowed them to not only do what I needed them to do, but organize it in a manner that now it actually makes the organizational structure of our business better.
Go.
So they can do it better.
Now, you have your own Cyberbacker now. How long have you been working together?
Yeah, so I believe it was September. So we're at about 4 months now. And it's a fun journey as far as realizing. So I think sometimes this is something I had been taught from early on in real estate, which is your first hire needs to be an assistant so that you can grow. And just the wrong way to think about it is that I need to grow so that I can afford an assistant. Yeah. If you have that second mindset that I just said, you will stay in the exact same spot. Like that, I can promise you. And the nice thing about Cyberbacker is it doesn't make that bridge or that jump, more or less, right, into the unknown as scary for many different reasons, but it's not as big of a change or as big of a jump that you may initially anticipate that it is.
Yes, again, Cyberbacker is here to train them, help you find the right person. Now, talking about that right person, that right Cyberbacker for you, talk to me about the tasks. What are the tasks you leverage off to your Cyberbacker today, Kimber?
Really, all of the marketing, usually content creation, is it's a creative process. And I think that's where I held off for a long time, is that because that was my talent base, that I felt like, well, I'm the only one that can do it. The nice thing is that I can continue to do more and get more in front of my clients doing that if I have somebody that's able to customize things for my clients. So my Cyberbacker will go in and take what is created by me and then allow it to be used by more people. Right? Because again, if it's with Kimber creating something, customizing it, getting it in front of people, well, I could have been helping 3 more people do that. And instead, now I have just a lot of back end help and resources doing that.
The support that you have so you can focus on other things for the business, for the growth of the business, I mean. Now, you already mentioned it's just a fairly new partnership between the both of you. What I'd like to know is, how do you create a strong and successful partnership with someone who's virtual? Because for sure, some of our listeners might have a difficult time transitioning or working with someone who's virtual. So do you have any tips that you can share, Kimber?
Yeah. So the first thing, I know this would sound obvious, but the first thing is having that virtual hire be through Cyberbacker. Because you guys have so many systems and resources set in place to train somebody accurately, not only train somebody, but match somebody with the right role and person. Those are the two first dominoes, right, that need to fall. Because if you just jump to the, hey, how can I implement or how can I help that person and train that person, then you're really missing that you guys have done so much work ahead of time to help match with the right person. So I don't remember what your initial question was specifically. I don't know if that answered it.
Yes, that actually answered. Because again, just hiring the right person, again, because you're going to be working with this person almost every day of the week. So a match really has to be there as well, right?
Yeah. And then I think just the communication, again, Cyberbacker, like the messaging that I'm able to do with my Cyberbacker, her name is Grace, and she's amazing, that I'm able to do with her via phone, through Zoom, she's familiar with all of the systems. So I can send her a quick video of here's what I need to have done. And then she's off and taking care of it. And usually I would say like most of the time has even thought ahead. I have her kind of monitoring my emails too, which I think that is a big thing. Let's say you just need support. You don't have a specific role for somebody yet. Even just having somebody be you and say, hey, so-and-so reached out to you and they're just wondering about this. I can quickly say, hey, will you actually reach out to her, tell her that that's going to be done by the 5th, and then I can continue the meeting that I'm having, right? Like she really is an extension of me. And I think that's big early on in a 90-day period, right? Usually it's still very, very growth. You're maybe deciding if that person's the right person. I think Cyberbacker helps speed up that process so that you are really the benefits of hiring an assistant, the leverage, you're getting everything sooner than you would just hiring anywhere else or even, in person physically.
I like what you mentioned earlier, an extension of you, a support, someone that you can trust that would make the right decisions for you and your business as well. Is that what you meant, right?
Yeah. And the communication extends to where when you start to get to know each other, she's aware of things that she needs to just quickly check with me and things that she can just do, right? And as with any, a relationship, that trust is going to be built. But I do see Cyberbacker doing a lot of training on the front end so that I feel like that individual is just quicker learning curve. Like they gain that trust quicker. And I say that not only my personal experience, but because I've seen agents grow big businesses within Cyberbacker. And so obviously it's doing something positive for their business because they're able to hire even more people quicker.
Yes, definitely agree with you there 100%. Now, we've been talking about your Cyberbacker, Grace, for a while now. So one last question before we go today. She's going to be listening, watching once we have this online. So we'd like to know what do you like most about Grace? What's the first thing that comes to mind when we talk about your Cyberbacker?
This is a weird trait to say that someone's good at, but she is very good at forward pacing. I wanted to say reading minds, but I know we're not mind readers as humans. She's very good at forward pacing, meaning, Grace, can I have you do this? She recognizes that doing this might mean that you also need to follow up with this person and this person. And so I've just asked her to do the one thing, but she always goes above and beyond at that second or third thing. And so that's why I'm saying there's huge leverage in having somebody like Grace in your organization, because then you're able to just, you get twice, if not 3 times as much done by her anticipating the other things that are going to come up with a task. So
forward pacing, again, someone who always has their best foot forward all the time, right? Something like that.
Correct. Definitely.
Now, we are very, very excited to see where this partnership grows to, of course, for the next couple of months. And again, Kimber, thank you very much for dropping by today. I had fun talking to you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Grace. You're amazing.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.